Hello Libra, welcome back to my channel. I am Auji and this is Sacred Libra, where we talk all things Libra. Make sure you guys are subscribed and make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if this reading resonates with you. Okay, Libra. We're going to be seeing what's going on with you in the next 48 hours. This was a heavy week, so it's Friday. Thank God. We can recharge on the weekend, you know. I'm going to be doing the next 48 hours for you. Really getting into like a weekend reading. This weekend reading for you guys. Although I feel like energies, you know, take this whenever it resonates with you guys. Energies. Okay. I forgot to put this one in there. So Libra, how are you guys doing? I will be going live later on today. Also, Sacred Libra, we do have an Instagram now. I just made it. So I'm going to put the information down below. It's sacred.libra. Make sure you follow me and say hey, okay? Definitely you guys can leave me DMs or anything. I know some of you guys be leaving comments sometimes and it just be like a little bit personal sometimes, so if you guys want to just leave me a DM that's personal or something you want to tell me that you don't want to have all up in the comments, okay, you can always leave me something in my DM, and then I also have my email down below in the description box. Look at me getting a little better. Look at me growing up. So this one I'm going to be going into my shaman deck, and then I'm going to go into my message cards also with the tarot. Give you guys a good detailed reading of what to expect in the next 48 hours. Okay. Thank you for all the messages for Libra. Okay. If you've seen our last reading, this was in your action steps. Now this is your mind, your mindset. So you guys are changing the mind. Yep. Now your action is intentional. So some of you guys have went through a previous mindset shift. A mindset shift, okay, where first you guys were drifting. Cosmic web, divine feminine energy. At the bottom you have the wailing tree. This is reconciliations. The wailing tree, letting bygones be bygones. Okay, you have the wailing tree. I love the meanings for these cards. You have the crossing. First, you have the first breath of your mind state. And this is you letting go of everything and stepping into, and you having the mind state and the realization that you have arrived, that you're here for a reason, that things have happened. You have reached a certain height. Some of you guys are finally getting into your head of your graduation day, that you have reached a certain level and you cannot go back. You will not go back. You are here, okay? That is in your mindset. In your heart, you've come to stand on side of the river. The opposite banks leads into the darkness of the eternal cave where the old dies and then is born again. This is a place where time is forgotten and the season sees their dance and stands still, as if in a temporary repose. You must cross the river now, honoring and respecting this transformation, for it is time to say goodbye to your old ways of navigating your world. Don't be afraid. You've come to the edge of the river because you're ready. You're crossing over. Intimacy requires vulnerability and truth. You're crossing over to a more vulnerable side of yourself. You're not letting the old you or the things that you didn't have in the past define how you show up in the world. Okay, Libra, you're letting that go. You're coming into a space of crossing into who you are. You finally have the confidence and the power to let go of those things that didn't serve you. You're not in this place of a lot could be happening in the next 48 hours. Like, you could feel totally different. I'm feeling a huge shift. It's from your mind state being lost and you not knowing what it is that you wanted, and then you having this worker's mentality because you want to prove yourself, the need to prove yourself to you, knowing in your head, you having a knowing in your mind, a knowing in your body that you have arrived here and that you are strong enough to let things go in the next 48 hours. You're also crossing over in your heart. So I'm feeling a big shift in the next 48, a big shift this weekend. 54 can mean a lot to some people. I know there's a lot of people that I've been, definitely in the comments that are 21, also 41. So I feel like that could be a sign for you guys that there's some type of big shift happening. Maybe this week was a little heavy for a reason. There was something you were supposed to see, something you were supposed to feel, and then your actions is pure focus. The eye of the needle. Your focus. You cannot be distracted. Pure intentionality. Pure potentiality. Potentiality. That word ain't gonna try me today, okay? You're fully focused here. You have Moon Maiden arrives to offer you a new beginning, a new face, a facet of yourself that is echoing down to be shown to the world. Those qualities you have been quietly cultivating are ready for the limelight, and the secrecy was important, for it protected your new face and kept what was precious close to your heart. But now it's time to come forward in full splendor. For some of you guys, this is your new beginning. Like, this was for the discourager and the distractor part. For some of you guys, you had to have people in your life that had those hidden agendas and two-face and just this weird ass energy that you keep coming in contact with, and you keep on asking, like, why I keep coming in contact with this weird ass energy? I'm a good person. I'm a loyal person. What's going on? What am I attracting? Like, what's happening? For some of you guys, you had to keep those things safe. So for sometimes God will use the enemy to help you get ahead, to help you do the things you need to do. Put people out there that you can't trust, because it's people out there that do want to do things with the things that you deem valuable to you. Do you remember when we kept getting the Four of Pentacles? I feel like that was you holding some things back, because in that area that you were in, people didn't deserve your vulnerability. And that was why and this is why they brave girl, brave. And this is why they were thrown in your path in the first place, so that you can hold on and be like, wait a minute, I don't trust this. Hold on, I don't really trust nobody. It made you open your eyes and observe things a little bit better. Okay. The cosmic womb is a reminder that you're undergoing a beautiful process of birthing a new self into being. And you don't know who or what it is yet, but you know it's full of love, life, and passion and spirit. It's the perfect expression of you, imbued with love, incarnate and ignited by the vital spark received from the divine. If you had a difficult time in a recent memory, feeling dry and stagnant or lost and unsupported, this is changing right now. You will feel newly inspired as so many ideas beckon for your attention. Know that you're safe to explore your expression of your rejuvenated creativity, releasing all judgment as your curiosity is piqued. You are in the most fertile cycle of your life right now, intuitively keen, with heart wide open, mindful that each step in the direction of your dreams and desires is effortlessly supported by all the divine helpers in the unseen realm. Your supporters and your helpers are unseen. For a lot of you guys, it's you. It's you. Okay? For a lot of you guys, it's you. You're being birthed into a new person right now. And also, if you felt unsupported, it's definitely there's definitely about to be a new cycle. Okay? So for some of you guys right now, this weekend, you may need to regroup. There's a lot of grieving going on. Okay, this is a place for you to rest and allow yourself to say goodbye to what no longer serves you. You may have been overdoing things, working too hard, or putting too much effort into life with little reward. If you've been considering making a change, now is the time to do so. One important thing to consider before you make any changes is that you need to allow yourself to feel your disappointment, your loss, and mourn what was and what could not be. This is a way to honor your experience, to give yourself time to consider all the gifts in it, to put proper closure on it, to really know what you've learned as you walk away from it and into something new. Even in the perception of failure, there is much good to be discovered. However, skipping the stages of loss doesn't get you to reconciliation anytime faster. So for some of you guys, you definitely need to feel your grieving. You're going through a period of just purge. Let go. Get it out of your system. Okay, let's get into these message cards for you. All right, I'm going to put this guy, because I don't know if we're going to go into romance today. This is a deep thing, and I'm so glad I checked in with you guys, because this was a heavy week. So I'll make sure to be checking in with you guys, because that was so funny how that happened. I actually posted it. It's the post in the community where I posted, "Damn, Libra, y'all feel that?" I actually posted it. It's like Erykah Badu when she say, "Damn, y'all feel that?" Or I think it's On and On. And I posted it, and I had already had my idea. You know, you had your caption and your picture that you're gonna post. And by the time I posted it, I was at work at the time, and my coworker did some crazy just energy was wicked, like wicked. Like, you know, have you ever been in a situation where you try to bring your light to a wicked person, and that refusal of your light energy, it does something to you? Like, it kind of like, it bothers you in a way, because not only do you realize a person rejecting your light, but now you see a person's darkness inside of them. And I never really seen it, never really clicked with this person, but I always felt like a rude energy towards them. And he, like, when I tell you, this person took an inch and then went a mile. It wasn't even that deep, and he just took it upon himself to let me know how he really felt about me. And I'm like, I was playing. I was just making lighthearted conversation with this person, and they really took an offense and took it as a need to, I don't know. And it's just, that energy was like weird. So I'm like, okay, what the F was that about? But when I tell you, my coworkers are weirdos, fucking weirdos. Let me put this back, because my mindset was somewhere else. Okay. For some reason, that didn't feel right. That didn't feel right for me. But anyways, I'm so glad I did check in with you guys. And I ended up having a nice emotional day. And I started thinking about things. Like, it started coming back onto me of just what I've been through and what I'm continuing to go through and what I'm fighting through. And what am I fighting? Why am I fighting? Why am I going so hard? Why have I continued? Why am I this strong? I started thinking about a lot of things, and it started giving me perspective, a lot of perspective. And it was even, I had to get a cry on out, you know what I'm saying? I had to get a little good cry. And I feel like a lot of you guys were definitely on the same page of having this heaviness just come out the blue. Like, I woke up Good. You know, I woke up good. And then out the blue, some heaviness came, but it kind of was in a sense of me understanding why I have to go so hard at what I really want. Let me know down in the comments if that kind of your day yesterday or the heaviness that you were feeling kind of put in perspective why you want the thing you want so much, why you've been going so hard this whole time. Okay, sorry for getting sidetracked, y'all, but yeah. Tell me more about first breath for Libra. Scorpio. There could be a Scorpio on your mind. Some of you guys could be letting go of a Scorpio. Be patient with me. Some of you guys could have some type of deep emotions right now. You're being impatient with your emotions with this Scorpio here. Some of you guys could be going through a transformation, ending some type of phase and making a major change. Deeds. You're thinking about signing something, thinking about some type of contracts. There's some type of contracts that you're thinking about. There can also be a contract that you're thinking about breaking. I'll never admit it, but I do love you. I know you see me calling. Deeds. Okay, don't nag me. So some of you guys could be closing a contract with somebody, ending a contract with somebody who never admitted their love for you. Okay? You can definitely be feeling like now you're in you're in your mindset to fully take this on. You're in a mindset to fully sign your name on some type of dotted line. You're in the mindset to fully take responsibility for something. Okay, you're in the mindset to fully have ownership of something. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're letting go of somebody. Somebody who won't admit their feelings for you, but then also they don't let you admit yours or your mindset. There's a major ending happening and a major transformation, but there's also major emotions that's happening as well. Tell me more about the crossing for Libra. Definitely could be a breakup over the weekend. Definitely could be with a Scorpio. Sorry, hold on, let me. Okay, sorry. Tell me more about the crossing for Libra. I'm sprung for real. Fake friends. Okay. So for a lot of you guys, you're having this crossing over. You're in the place of crossing over. You're in the place of finally letting go. Finally letting go of things and walking into your true path. I feel like for a lot of you guys, though, there's still somebody on your heart that you do love. And I think that's you. I'll never admit it, but I do love you. But you're not answering this person's calls. You don't want them to, you don't want to hear what they have to say. But you do love them. There could also be some type of, so there's a lot of arguments. There could have been some arguments going on. Some of you guys could have definitely, fake fans, arguments about shopping, about clothing. You feel like you have been faithful to somebody. Also, there's a baby boy. Because somebody could have had some... Okay, then there's a cross watcher here. Somebody could have definitely had somebody who was upset with how they were spending their money or something like that. I feel like what's on your heart right now, though... This is what you're saying goodbye to. You're saying goodbye to being faithful to somebody, being sprung to somebody that does not basically, or that's just not serving you at all. Also, some type of fake friends, okay? Some of you guys, there's also some arguments, shopping bags. There's a baby boy. That could be an immature guy, an immature person. Or that could be what you're crossing over to, because a baby boy ended up here. For some of you guys, you could have a son or something that definitely is on your heart. But I feel like a lot of you guys, you're letting go of a situation that you felt yourself not being able to get out of because there was a lot of emotions here. They're also coming up here. You're trying to end something, but you're like, be patient. You're in a mindset that you feel like, yes, I can do it. But you understand that it's a process because there's still love there. When your heart gets intertwined in things. I remember on the live, somebody asked me on my live, make sure you hit the notification bell so you can catch me live. Okay. Because it's nice. But somebody asked me, why do people fall in love too soon? What does that mean? And we got to talking about it, and I basically said that's like an insecurity to get in love too soon. And not saying that there's a time frame, but it takes time to love somebody. And once you realize how wrapped up your heart gets into a situation, how hard it is to untangle yourself out of a situation when you love a person so bad, you would take your time the next time that you fall into it. Because if you ever been in love with the wrong person, the process is still the same. It's a process, and it's a healing process, and sometimes it takes longer than you want it to take. And if you realize exactly how caught up you do get yourself in situations, next time you would take time. But right now, Libra, you're letting things go. You can be calling somebody up this weekend and letting them go. Not just a person that you have a love interest in, but also friends. For some of you guys, this week showed you who your friends were or who your friends were not. And I had an epiphany at work the other day, crazy, that I realized that this person, I had to remember who this person was, and I got reminded. So yesterday was it was an emotional day, but it was a clarifying day. And once I can let the emotions settle, I had to meditate. I had to, levitate. I had to tate. Okay. I had to do my tates real quick. My meditation, my levitations, affirmations. Had to get myself into another frequency where I can understand the download that I was getting. And the understand that I was getting is watch. For some of you guys, there are people placed at certain different areas in your life. This week was a great week. There's a cross watcher here. Okay? So I feel like some of you guys, there's a person watching you. There's somebody who wants you to stay stuck where you are. Somebody's watching your every move. Tell me more about the eye of the needle. If this is resonating with you, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up. There could also be some retail therapy Got Taurus here. Some of you guys could be focused on the Taurus. All inclusive. Focused on going on a trip with the Taurus. I'm waiting for a sign from you. As a babysitter. Some of you guys have a babysitter, maybe a Taurus babysitter. A babysitter is your mother. Some of you guys are focused on a person. Dang, they are blowing me up. Let me see. Now I'm finally ready. For some of you guys, you could have had your mother watching your child for you. And now you're finally ready. Now you're focused and you're ready. If you do have your mother watching your child from you, this person did everything. So now you're finally ready. You deserve better. Some of you guys, you feel like that you're finally ready to take a step. You're finally ready to be intentional about your life, to take over your life. Somebody's 29. Somebody could be turning 29, or they're 29 turning 30. Somebody's waiting for a sign from you. There could also be a trip. There could also be a trip happening soon. A trip happening soon. Somebody feels like they deserve better, and now you're finally ready to give yourself better. You could be a mom. Somebody has a babysitter. You got a person that is going to tell you exactly how they feel. You got a person who is honestly giving up. Yeah, they have something to tell you. They also may have something to gift you. I don't know if you can see this on this camera. They also have something to give you. They may have some type of diamonds to give you. New beginnings. You're shining. Situationship. That's how your enemy's coming up for a lot of you guys. Is a situationship. That's the situationship that's supposed to keep you distracted and not knowing your true worth. Okay? Not operating in your pure divine masculine or divine feminine energy. You see that? Played me like a fool. You healing. 29. Somebody's 29 or somebody's turning 29. Divine feminine. The cosmic web. When nothing means direct messages. Pride is in the way. Yeah, this is a love. You're so beautiful. This may be the direct messages that you have with this person. Definitely could be a reconciliation. Yeah, you sorry, you're right. You're always in my dreams. You don't believe a person. A person definitely could definitely be trying to come and apologize to you this weekend, and you don't believe it. Person could tell you that they have something to say. I feel like this person is definitely trying to stall you because they see that there's a new beginning happening to you. They see that all the shit that they tried to do, all of it, it did not work. Somehow Libra still ended up starting that business. Okay? Libra still ended up, showing up happy. Libra still looks good. No matter all that stuff that a person tried to do, Libra, you still ended up looking untouched. And somebody has something to tell you. And now this person feels like they're wasting their time. You see how it works? But they're going to try to pull up with something. Whatever they try to pull up with, they do come with some type of diamond, something shiny, something desirable. Everybody likes, who don't like diamonds? So this person is coming with some type of trick up their sleeve. Be mindful of that. Tell me more about first breath. Here we go. Knight of Cups. Trying to end the situation and step into, but there's a lot of love there. You got the Knight of Cups here. There's a lot of love there. Okay. For some of you guys, you have to express these feelings. Some of you guys, there could be some type of, some of you guys could be stepping into a new house, but you still feel like there's a lot of love there in a situation, in a relationship that you're trying to let go of. Okay, tell me more about the initiation for Libra. Justice, light, clarity. You can let all of this go. In every single type of a way, this was a way that the enemy tried to get you to hold on to this hurt. There was a love also. There could have been something happening with a baby boy or a baby or some type of family member or somebody who couldn't defend themselves. Also, something had a lot to do with fake friends. Something could have had a lot to do with spending, your spending, overspending, arguments. There's somebody who could have been telling you that, or you could have been faithful to all these people who were doing things for to you, and a lot of the stuff that made you still stay in this place of hurt and darkness is that you were faithful. And when you get into a place like life's not fair, it's kind of hard to it's not hard, but it's challenging to climb up out of that hole that you put yourself in. When you look around and be like, life's not fair, it's because you're still faithful to the hurt that people have been putting onto you. But just because you fight your darkness with light, Libra, you fight your darkness with light, the light will always shine on you. Always shine on you. And this is definitely this is justice. This is your clarity too. This is you coming out stronger. Okay, you coming out stronger. This is going to make you come out stronger. It's going to be hard for you to those very feelings that a person ignored and abandoned and mistreated. Those are going to be the same feelings that you have to pour out there again. But you know what happens is that muscle gets stronger. Because when things happen to us, we can't show up and never show our feelings again. Then we're going backwards. But in order to keep on the journey, the Knight of Cups is moving. In order to keep on the journey, we have to go through that fire. We have to make the cross. Okay? Tell me more about the eye of the needle for Libra. Some of you guys got a babysitter to go on an all-inclusive trip. I don't know why I didn't see this. Some of you guys definitely could have went on a trip with a Taurus. Some of you guys are realizing that you need that you deserve so much better. Now you're finally ready to give yourself what you deserve. I feel like this is symbolic of you sitting on the sidelines waiting for something to come to you. Okay? You sitting and yeah, this is waiting. This is waiting. So for some of you guys, you realize what you want. You know that you want better. You're planting your seeds and you're waiting. You're stepping into your divine feminine, into your divine feminine energy, and you're positioning. You're putting yourself in position to receive the blessings that the universe have for you. Okay? Why can't I talk today, or is that every day? Be nice, y'all. Tell me more about Moon Maiden for Libra. Got this Knight of Swords here. They coming fast. Coming fast to create some type of laws. They see a new beginning. You have a person coming fast to create some type of laws. They see you winning, and they don't want to. They want you to be left out in the cold. They want you to be worried. They like it when you worry, when you don't know what's going on. They don't like it when you sit there. This person it could be really, really close to some of you guys. You got the Nine of Cups. Yeah. It pleases this person to cause some type of chaos. And to this person, you're looking a little bit too satisfied with your life right now. For this person. Tell me more about Cosmic Web for Libra. I'm going to go into the black message cards, and then we're going to leave out. Yeah, what'd I say? Sitting back into your divine feminine energy. You know what you want now. So a lot of you guys, and then look what's under that. The Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords knows what? Her worth. If she don't know anything at all, she knows her worth. So you're planting your seeds now with all this information that unfolded this week. Whether how heavy it is, now you know exactly what you want. Now you're finally ready to face the facts that you deserve better. And it starts with you. It also starts with you not waiting, not taking permission from other people. But I feel like for some of you guys, you're focused and you're intentional and you're waiting for a sign. And it's not just waiting. The Three of Wands is a lot of action, and especially the Eye of the Needle, this intentionality. This is straight action. This is being focused, and you're focused and you're waiting on the sign in full total alignment. You have in spirituality and practicality in balance, where you're focused and you're doing what you have to do, and you're also positioning yourself to wait on the universe. You're planting your seeds to get some type of return in reverse. It's not just praying that something grows out of nothing. You're doing your work, and then you're sitting back and watching what grows from it. I hope that made more sense. Okay. So this weekend, take care of yourself. Tell me more about First Breath and the Knight of Cups. This weekend, take care of yourself, my sacred souls. Move on. Move on. Continue to move on. What else do we have? From this married man. Move on, married man. I'm calling you. Yeah, this person's going to keep calling you. I know you see me calling you. Move on. Somebody's calling you. Also, the money definitely could be calling you. I wrote these like green, I wrote these in colors for a reason. There's some type of money calling you. There's some type of mission calling you that you have to move on. And there's also a married man that's definitely could be calling you, a person. If this person's not married, they're committed to somebody else. Tell me more about Justice and the Crossing for Libra. Justice and the Crossing for Libra. Passion. Fire. Work. Some of you guys, some things could be happening at work. Travel. This is what's ahead of you. Good news. Let go all of this so you can step into your passion, your real work, your life's purpose work. So you can start traveling, so you can step into this good news that has something to do with love. Let go of all of this. Let it all go. Let it all go. Tell me more about the Eye of the Needle and the Three of Wands for Libra. Let it all go and step into it. Look, there's a new man, a new woman coming in. Wildfire. Oh, this is about to set you on. Once it started, it ain't gonna stop. Excuse me. Oh, this is at work on the internet. Who works on the internet? And you're on the right path. At work, internet. Somebody works on the internet. Or somebody's at work on the internet. Could be talking to this guy on the internet. Or somebody is at work on the internet. They work on the internet. Both of you guys can work on the internet. They could work on the internet. This is a wildfire. A wildfire, once it starts, it goes quickly. That passion is going to go through so quickly. It's going to be so fast. You finally understand what you want, and you're intentional about it, and you're on the right path, knowing what you want, and all you're waiting for a sign from the universe. I'm waiting on you. And it's a different place of waiting when you are in active faith. It's not sitting in the house saying, woe is me, I don't have love, and I want a relationship. It's working on yourself. It's getting in alignment. Tell me more about the Seven of Pentacles and the Cosmic Web for Libra. Gossip. Celebrate. Libra, the universe is telling you, when you hear the gossip, the lies, celebrate. That means you're this step closer. You are this step closer. You are on. That means you're on the right path. It ain't nobody gonna tell you. Your haters gonna tell you that you're on the right path. You heard the gossip, the lies. You should celebrate. So this weekend, celebrate, okay? Tell me more about the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Moon Maiden for Libra. Good news at home. Good news. There's going to be, so that's what's making you shining. That's why this person is getting up, trying to present something to you. Because somebody's going to see the good news that you're getting that has to do with money. There's some type of good news that has to do with money. Like I said, didn't I say you got to move on because the money's calling you? The money's calling. There's some type of good news. Some of you guys could be working at home, could have a home business. What else? Don't stop. Don't stop. At the end of the month, something good is coming in. Don't stop. At the end of the month, something's happening. Okay, Libra. This is your next 48 hours. There is a lot happening here. Make sure you guys rest. There's a lot going on with you mentally, emotionally, and then physically what's happening to you. Just know that your enemies definitely cannot touch you. And just know that these enemies, the fact that their enemies are present in the lies, in the gossip, and all of the BS is present, that lets you know you are on the right path. You're on the right path, and you're this much closer to coming in contact with your dreams. Okay, let me get off here because I can't even talk to y'all. New energy coming in. So make sure you get into this energy of the wailing tree, of really grieving those. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry that that person ghosted you. It's okay to cry that these friends were fake. It's okay to cry that you realized your family didn't really have you, didn't really support you like you supported them. It's okay to cry. Let it come out. Grieve it. Let it come out. Because things on the other side next week and at the end of the month, all of these things, everything is about to start making a little bit more sense for you, Libra. Okay? So that's what I have for you guys today. I hopefully this reading resonated with you. If it did, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. I love you and I will see you in the next video.